Cool. Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Printulian Show, or my couch, as I like to call it. So first, you guys might notice that I have a little puppy on my lap. She is having a bit of a bad day. She hurt her foot, so she's a bit of a patient. So if you guys hear any snoring or snuffles, that is from my little droplet who's on my lap. Don't mind her. She's she's feeling very sorry for herself, so she's joining in on the video today. Okay, so firstly, guys, today we're going to be going through the full presentation folder templates. We've had a couple of requests for people to show how to actually use our templates, especially single-sided versus double-sided. It can get confusing which side the flap is on. So I'm going to show you guys that today. But first, just a quick update, guys. Please check out our newsletter. I'm posting the link to that in the comments down below. Here we go, it's on the screen. There's a link to sign up. So please sign up for updates from our founder. We do not spam on this channel at all. We send the newsletter out once a week, and this is also where we share all of our promotions and special offers. So if you want to save and you want to be part of the Printulu family, this is how you do that. So please do go sign up there. And if you watched the previous video with me and Shelton, this will really help me keep my blonde hair blonde. It's a long story. We're not going to get into that now, but please do sign up for that. It'll really help me, and it'll also really help you guys if you want to save and you want to be aware of pricing changes and stuff like that. It's quite important. All right, cool. So yeah, just for everyone joining now, guys, this is Droplet. She's on my lap today, so if you hear any funny noises, it's coming from her. She's a bit of a patient. She hurt her foot, so she's feeling very sorry for herself, so she is joining on the video today. Trippy, say hello. Say hello. Okay. Yeah, she's very sleepy. Okay, cool. So firstly, the presentation folder templates, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. There we go. So obviously we have the presentation folders on our website. You can download the template from here. We obviously have different flap options. Now on the website currently we have this option of 3 to 5 centimeter flap and a 10 centimeter flap. We are in the process of updating this. We actually have 3 different flap sizes available. That's 3.5 centimeter, a 5 centimeter, and a 10 centimeter flap. So we will be updating that. So for now, if you're interested in a 3.5 or a 5 centimeter flap, please select this option and just specify to us which one you would actually like. And also, if you do choose a different flap size, you can ask us for a different template than what we currently have available here. We do have templates for every flap size, so that's fine. And obviously you also have the option to have a single-sided print or a double-sided print. If you decide to have a single-sided print, typically that is on the outside of the folder. And if you have a double-sided print, like in the image here, you will have printing in the inside as well. So what's important to note while we're actually going through this picture is the inside of the folder. So when you open up the front page, you have the business card flap on the right-hand side on the inside. Okay, so that's important just to keep in mind. So here I have the template. This is the one that we have available on the website. You can just click and download that and open that up with Illustrator. These are already set to die lines, so you don't have to worry about those at all. Don't change them, don't resize them. This is perfect. So obviously, if we want the flap on the inside to be on the right-hand side, this means this side is the backhand side of the folder, and this is the front side. So I'm going to go ahead and write that so that we can just remember that. It's always handy to just, because it can get confusing. Front side, let's make that a nice big font. Cool, awesome, very fancy. And back side, okay, cool. Great. Okay, so if you do, this is a single-sided print. If you do want to have a double-sided print, you select your artboard tool and you create a new one, new artboard. Cool. And then what you can go ahead and do is I'm just deselecting that, copy that and paste that here. And then you go right-hand click, transform, reflect, 90 degrees. Okay. Cool, and then that is the other side. Okay, So let's just make a note for ourselves before we get confused. So this is the outside, the outer side. Cool. And this is the inner side. Okay, great. So that's pretty simple. So this is what you'll see when you actually open up the folder. This flap will be folded so that it's sitting over here. So keep that in mind when you are designing, that this space here will be covered by this flap. So usually most people go for a solid color on the inside, maybe a bit of details or a logo or something like that. But generally, most of the inside is kept blank. Some people choose to just not have an inner side at all. And that's also perfectly fine. If you want to keep it blank, that's fine. You're going to be carrying documents in this in any case, but you can have the option of double-sided and carry your branding over into that. So what you'll notice with the background color that I'm doing here is I'm making sure that it bleeds over the die line. That is to ensure it's basically the same as what you would do with any other design, making sure that if it does get trimmed, there isn't a funky white border. There's always color room for cutting here. So that is what we're doing there. So let's leave the inner side just that one color. We're not going to go super designy today. I just want to show you guys the basics again. What's the the makeshift logo I did last time? Cool. So all of our fonts, we're creating outlines as per usual. More on how to create a print-ready design. I did cover that in a previous tutorial, so please do go check that out. Okay, so we know now this is our front outer side. Let's just make that color. We're really not going to worry about this right now. And you can obviously, like, I don't know, it's up to you. Like, you can go crazy with your design. It's best to always stick to your brand guidelines, obviously. It's a good idea to always have your contact details on your folder, because this is usually a tool you use to market your business to prospects. Cool. Okay, so obviously we're not focusing on a fancy design. Let's just don't worry about that. I just wanted to show you guys basically how this works. So it's as simple as that. Same rules go for this. Create outlines for all of your text in images. Make sure you click on embed, and you can go ahead and save that as a PDF. Let's just go ahead and save that here. Cool. Okay, so with this, because we've made sure you can export it with trim marks, but we're probably going to ignore it. As long as you make sure that all of your color bleeds over the edge of the actual die line, like I showed you with this background, it should be fine. The crop marks are going to sit on the edge of this canvas, which is obviously not where we're going to cut it. So that you can disregard for this, as long as you make sure that your color does bleed over, and any images as well bleeds over the edge of the die line. That is totally fine. Let's just see. I think I have set my resolution funky here. Let me just make sure quickly. Okay, obviously we're working in CMYK. You don't have to worry about a bleed at all. Let's just see what's happening here. It's giving me like a funny warning there. It's always important to check this, the document roster fixtures. Okay, that's not a problem. This is just how I set it up in the beginning. Don't worry about that. You should not have this issue. This is just because I was designing for screen earlier, so it is set up to use 72 ppi. You can change that in the beginning and set it to 300 for print. This is for raster though, so this is not an issue. All of the shapes that I have right now is vector, so don't worry about that. But obviously, as usual, if you do set your document up from the beginning, let me just show you guys to make sure that we're doing this right. You would always select 300 here, not 72. Cool. All right, so that's pretty much it. That is how you will then send your artwork through to us. And it really, as I've mentioned, depends on you if you want to do it single-sided or double-sided. Jippy is your guy. Shame, guys, she's feeling so poorly. I feel so bad for my puppy. Hey, Whitey, thank you so much for watching. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Please let me know if anything I said now doesn't make sense. It's not that complicated. Once you just like label it, I always label it. It's important to just kind of keep your head about where it is and if you're doing it single-sided or double-sided. As I mentioned, we have the different flap sizes available. So it's quite easy to just... Guys, my mom is like rooting for me to keep the blonde hair. So please sign up. Sign up. Hold on, let me show that on the screen again. Please sign up for the newsletter. That'll really help me to not get my hair completely ruined. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go check out the previous video. It's horrible. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. The folder template is not complicated. The only thing that's important is to remember which flap size you're choosing and to specify that to us and to make sure that you're getting the correct template corresponding to that flap size. And if you chose single-sided or double-sided, that also obviously depends, and you can do what I showed you in the tutorial today. It's really as simple as that, guys. Let me just quickly post. If you're interested in our presentation folders, they're really a great product. Let me post that in the comments down below. Check out our presentation folders. Cool. There is the link. Let me just send that through. There we go. Okay, so there's the link. If you guys are interested, please do go check that out. It's an awesome product and people tend to really love it. And it's easy to design. So please go ahead with that. And as I mentioned, again, please sign up to our newsletter if you want to keep in touch and make use of our special offers that we send out there, and just get really handy tutorials and advice from our founder. Like it's pretty cool and it's free, and we only send it out once a week. So cool. All right, guys, that is it for me today. I hope you have a fantastic, what is today? Tuesday. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday and a fantastic week. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another live video. Cheers, everyone. C'est boy Drippy.